Hey there, Cancerians. Welcome to the Happy Cancer Tarot channel. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get started. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I want to, just as I part the deck disturbance, I want to let you guys know that if you didn't watch the last reading I posted, make sure you watch it. Because I feel like over the next couple of weeks, there's going to be some disturbance, right? As soon as I part the deck and I was getting ready to say it. It says here some things that are going to be taking place over the next couple of weeks. Because I titled that reading June 21st, where that spell, the confusion, is going to be broken. But up until that point, you're going to have to remain steadfast, because there are going to be some things that's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks that's going to be challenging you, because you're getting closer to your breakthrough. So be cautious in what you give your energy and attention to, because there could be things coming your way, because we saw in that previous reading temptation, the devil. So there could be things coming your way to try to deter you, to try to get you off track. So it's like the devil is going to be busy over the next couple of weeks. What's the overall energy for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Insecure. Yeah. See, so there's something where maybe they're going to be trying to put like negative thoughts in your head, because we got here insecure and then we got the beauty, so that you may be feeling insecure over the next couple of weeks, or just in general there's going to be some things that you're going to be struggling with internally. Let's see, why is this coming up? Why is this coming up? Balance. And look, bad influence. It says around the wrong people, unhealthy relationship, engaging in unhealthy habits. And I feel like this is what I was just done telling you, how the devil is going to be, there's a bad influence. Rather, the devil is going to use people or getting in your head to try to get you off balance. This is happening to get you off balance, because you're stacking your chips. This is metaphorically, figuratively speaking. You're close. Look. See, I want to knock you down. I want to knock this down. So everything you've worked so hard for, it just all comes crashing down, and you have to start back over again so that you can get off track. So this is happening to get you off balance. There's a bad influence around you. And see, look, you're almost at the finish line. What does this say? New beginning, new start. New beginning and a new start. You are almost at the finish line. Why is this insecure and beauty issue occurring for you? To get you off balance, because you're almost there. So there's a bad influence, whether it's going to be through people or just through your thinking, that's going to be happening to hinder you. We got the Queen of Swords is coming in reverse. Why is the Queen of Swords? So there's the Four of Swords. And then look, the Three of Swords is showing up. A lot of air energy is coming through. Why you're in the Queen of Swords because of the Four of Swords. So you may be feeling irritated and mad, not saying anything. Because I feel like you are... I feel like there's something going on with someone that's healing. I feel like you're dealing with someone that's healing, but they're not doing anything. I don't know if you're aware that they're healing, but I feel like this is someone, maybe they're sick, I don't know, but they're going through some sort of recovery. And I feel like you have an issue with that. Why? Why is Cancer's in this energy? Cancers, I feel like someone, maybe this is you or them. I feel like someone could have passed away. And someone, like, but it feels like, just to be clear, this is something that already happened. I feel like someone passed away, whether this is on your side or their side. And I feel like it's a healing process. Like someone like still maybe feels depressed about it. Like they may go, you know, they may have good days and then bad days. And I feel like it's affecting the relationship because there's no communication. Tell me more about this energy. Change. And it says moving out, not happy. Living circumstances. Yeah, see, I love you. And look, anger. Some of you, we got here tarot and then we got here in denial. Cancers, I feel like you're being told something and I feel like you're in denial about it. You may be being told something about this person and they are going through changes. There's someone that loves you that's actually going through changes, and I feel like with that Queen of Swords in reverse, you're angry with this person, and I feel like you're refusing with this in denial. I feel like you're refusing to see something about them. Remember, again, if you didn't watch the previous reading, go watch it, because I told you guys, I feel like in that reading, I was telling you all that there's some sort of spell, like a spell of illusions that's clouding your judgment, that's clouding your view. You're not seeing something clearly. There's something, let me see what's this about for you, because you're not seeing something, and I feel like you're staying in this energy of anger. Like, even though tarot readings are telling you, like, for example, let's say something about this person, they're telling you something about this person, but you're refusing to see. Whatever it may be, whether it's good or bad, there's something about what you're being told that you're refusing to see. And I feel like it has to do with this person loving you. And maybe you feel like they don't love you because they're not doing anything. But I don't feel like that's the case. They're going through some sort of changes. This, they could have even like be relocating or having to relocate, maybe having to pack up and move. Like this person is going through something very significant in their life. So if they're suffering from depression, it's because of some sort of like major life event occurred in this person's life. And like I said, maybe this is like, maybe it's a job loss for some, someone that passed away, or all of the above. Maybe getting out of a hard, very hard relationship, or maybe they were sick. This person could have been sick and having to recover. Like I'm saying, they went through something detrimental. And I feel like them not doing anything as it pertains to you isn't because of you. It's like they love you, but there's something going on with them, like I said, where they have to heal. Like I feel like something happened and they have to recover, and you're seeing them not doing anything and you're taking it personal, where I feel like this isn't personal. Tell me about Cancers. Yeah, see, look, kicked out. See, I don't know if someone maybe could have got kicked out, or they're concerned about getting kicked out, or again, someone had to move homes. But I want to know why Cancers is in denial. I want to know more around that. Again, here comes tarot reading. Look, it's coming out twice. See, judgment is right there. See, I told y'all there's something wrong with your judgment. It's that there go the judgment card right there. I told you there's something when it comes to a tarot reading. When you're getting these readings or watching these readings, there's something about what you're viewing, and I feel like just not believing it. I want to know about Cancer's judgment when it comes to tarot readings. You shook. Something, look, shook. You see, you think it's lying. You're the same way. I'm seeing here the information or the situation may leave you shook. See, I feel like you think what you're being told is a lie. However, when this next 2 weeks, or whenever your spell work, for those of you who are experiencing it, whenever that curse that's been casted, that's causing this illusion around you, because of course you're not going to be seeing things clear, because that's the point of the space. But I'm telling you, with this shook, what you're going to find out is going to shock you, because you thought something was a lie. You thought something wasn't true, and it's going to come true. Clarify shook. What's going to leave Cancer shook? How happy you going to be? Look, how happy you going to be? Because you could have thought this person was cheating. We got mistress. You thought this person was lying. You thought the reading probably was lying. But you are going to be shocked that you thought, that's what I'm saying. Because this person isn't doing anything doesn't mean that they're cheating. So when you find out that they really were going through something, like I just got done telling you, there was something this person was going through major. They went through a major life change. You thought that they were cheating only to find out that they weren't. And it's going to make you happy. Yeah, see, somebody could have lost a job. See, new job, you are hired. You got the job. This person could have lost a job. See, image, and they lost their old job because of something around a reputation, some sort of gossip. Something happened where they lost their job, but they got a new job. Because they could have been on the verge of getting ready to get kicked out, or maybe they had to move. Something, like I said, something serious happened in this person's life. And again, it's not what you're thinking. But once, like I said, give it 2 weeks and you're going to start to see. Tell me what's coming Cancer's way. You're going to, this blindfold is going to come off. Because the Queen of Swords is even in reverse. Not thinking clearly. And you're not thinking clearly because that's that illusion. You're not seeing things accurately because that's that illusion spell. We got here, the death card is coming. I told you, see, someone passed away. You got the death card right here. Yep, so that's what I'm saying. Like, this person had fallen on hard times. So they could have lost their job, or they were going through some challenges or changes in their job. They were dealing with the death, someone who had passed away, or they could have been dealing with the ending in some sort of facet in their life. It could have been sickness, what have you. Like, this person went through a lot. Tell me, how is this person feeling about Cancers? The 3, work. Okay, so this person is feeling like work. I don't necessarily feel like they feel like work when it comes to you. I feel like they're avoiding you right now to focus on their work. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I feel like this person, because they could have just started that new job with the Page of Wands. They started something new. And they know they will have to put in some work when it comes to you. But I feel like this person is really focusing on their work because it's something new. And yeah, I feel like they're not ready to take a risk when it comes to you right now. Why are they not ready to take a risk when it comes to Cancers? Something is holding them back. Some bad memories. The 6 of Cups is in reverse. There's something to do with some sort of bad memories around the connection with you as to why they're not taking a risk. So what happened? What happened between the two of you? What is it on their mind? Because there are some sort of bad memories around what happened with you to where they're not willing to take a risk. They feel like, yeah, we got here praying, repenting, seeking forgiveness. Excuse me, self-forgiveness and restoring faith. What happened? Seeking advice from friends and family, wanting to ask for help. What happened with the two of you to where this person is praying and seeking advice because of something that happened in the past with you? What happened in the past? A secret. That's why. They were clinging to a secret. That is also why, and I'm putting it on the denial. I feel like this person made, a conversation is going to bring clarity. They're desiring commitment with you. A conversation will clear this up. This person was holding back on that 4 Swords energy. Whatever it was that they were recovering and healing from, they weren't opening up about it. They were clinging to keeping it a secret. whatever they were going through. They were clinging to keep it a secret. And I hear part of it has to do with them feeling embarrassed. I feel like there was some embarrassment around it. Especially with like for someone who may have lost their job or maybe struggling financially. I feel like they were clinging to keep this information from coming out. So now they're not willing to take a risk when it comes to you because they held back this secret. And so the secret isn't this massive. That's why you're going to be happy, because you think it's a mistress. The secret isn't this mistress thing. They were clinging on to keeping what they were going through a secret. And so however, whatever they did to keep it a secret, it caused chaos and confusion between the two of you. So now they're praying and asking for help in order to fix it, because they're not going to make a move. Honestly, I feel like this person is asking for God to do something. Like, it's like they're leaving it up to chance. They're leaving it up to God to do it. So they're just like, I'm just going to focus on my work and I'm going to pray and ask God for help in bringing us back together. That's what I'm getting with this person. Let's see what's going to happen here. What's going to happen? We got here a karmic person. And again, we keep getting, so look, marriage. We got marriage right here. Again, look, sacred union. There's marriage coming in again. What is it with this karmic person as to what's going to happen? I don't like the energy around this karmic person. You know what I feel like is going to happen? Yeah, I feel like this is weird. And here's why this is weird. I feel like it's like they're still going to be watching you but not doing anything, which is where confusion comes in, because I don't know, it's something about this energy that's just weird. Tell me more. I'm gonna tell you guys in a second what I'm getting here. It's just, it's a weird energy. Hiding. I told you they felt the shame. Can't face you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something weird. Look at how, look, I can't face you, not showing the face. That's what I'm saying. Like, this person wants to marry you. They desire committing to you, but can't face you. And will still watch you, but watch you in a way of which you can't see. You don't know. So it feels like stalking you. Why are they doing, look, crying, upset, and emotionally feeling hurt? That's why they can't face you. Because if they see, they feel so ashamed. They feel so ashamed. And I feel like there could have been something that happened. I want to know what happened. Something happened with something or someone, and they can't face you. This person is crying. See, family and dark night of the soul. Something happened. What happened? Like, what happened? Because we know some stuff happened, but what else happened that they can't face you and is ashamed? Y'all, this person is something else. It's love songs, musical messages. You know what's wrong with this person? They too in love. They are, and that's why we got I love you right here. This is why I can see why you get this is why I could see why you're lying. The readers are lying, because even as I'm reading for them, I'm waiting for something massive to show up, because the way that they're acting, I could see how you're like, you know, in that Queen of Swords energy, irritated by this person. The lack of communication could be causing problems because they won't open up and they won't face you. This is someone that's deeply emotional, and I feel like it has to do with their feelings for you, because they may recognize you from a past life, or they see you and know you're the one that they want to marry. That's why we kept seeing marriage. But I feel like this person can't face you, because if they face you, they're going to cry because of how much they love you. And that's what I feel like you're probably like, I can see how you're probably like, no, you guys are lying, or the readings are lying, because of how this person shows up. Like, they don't want to tell you, and they don't want to face you. I feel like they act the opposite. They're interested, but they don't act like they're interested. And that's probably frustrating, because tarot readings are telling you one thing, but they're showing up in another way. Let me see. Let's see. Let me, you know, I want to see, yeah, this person sees, look, are you still mad at me? They know you mad at them too. I feel like this person, seeing that page, I don't feel like, yeah, I don't feel like this is someone, I'm going to get a few messages from here, but then I'm going to use, hold on, I wanted to get some messages, not with this deck, but and not with the other one that I'm gonna use. I just don't feel like getting up right now. It says, I'm trying to make healthier choices. See, look at this. I sometimes don't know how to handle all the love you have for me. I feel like that's them. They don't know how. And see, this is you sitting here with your back turned, and I feel like they don't know how to handle all. That's what it is. That's what it is. And that's why you're probably like, this is a lie. Y'all, again, I don't blame you. Look, see, I told y'all some spell work. Are you doing spell work on me? I told you some spell work interfering. I told y'all. I didn't even want to use this deck. No, see, look, I told y'all, no one else is sleeping next to me. You would think that the way that they're acting. You would think that by the way that they're acting. And I didn't even want to use this deck. I was just too lazy to stop the reading and go get the deck that I wanted to use. So maybe it was meant for me to use it. Obviously, it was meant for me to use it. The bottom line here, this person cannot handle all the love that they have for you. If they see you at this point, because of everything that has happened, and them praying and needing help at this point, because they've created such a mess out of the situation, if they face you, they're gonna cry. That's why they have it. Let's get another message from them. What else do they want to say? Not the right time. I am overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. And emotional, look, see, I told y'all, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not lying. I can only tell y'all what comes out. But I get your point though. Now I can see why, because of how this person shows up. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. I told you, that's the problem. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something that this person is still working on. Not the right time. That's why I'm not facing you. I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to pray and ask God or whoever they're seeking for some sort of guidance to you know, make things happen. Now I see why the overall energy is insecure. They're making you feel insecure by their behavior, and it's because they feel, I guess they feel some sort of insecurity when it comes to, you know, opening up emotionally. Why do they struggle with this so much? Oh, is it true I heard you were dating someone? Please tell me it isn't. Something they heard about you, whether you dating someone or not. But there's something that they could have heard or saw that's making them feel insecure with opening up. Goodness. Let me get one more card. We got here, you are my favorite. You are the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought when I have news to share, you're my person. I want to know, why do they have a hard time opening up? Let me see. I'll try this deck. Why does this person have such a hard time opening up to Cancers? I mean, I understand that that's just something that they have a hard time doing, but I want to know more behind the why. It says, I'm sorry if I've been acting too good for you. I feel like this person may think that you're too good for them. I don't know if, tell me more. You know why? Because I feel like I feel like this person is used to being in charge. They're used to, because there's something about ego that's coming in for them. And so I feel like because they're used to getting attention, like that's why emotional intimacy is not something that, because they've never had to be. They've never had, that's why it says you're my favorite. You're the person I want to call. They've never had this before. They've never had this kind of love before. And they may be used to superficial relationships. And they may be able to get by on their looks. So they only had to offer the bare minimum. Whereas with you, how do they feel about you? Work. I have to work for you. But they don't know how to work for you because they're not used to working for anyone. In the sense of, being with them. Because this person is attractive. Look, like they don't have, they could even be like a smooth talker. They don't have to do much. But with you, it requires work. That's why. Let's get one more card and then we're done. I'm honestly not good at this love stuff. They made us go all around the corner. I can see why you guys are feeling the way that you're feeling. What's going to happen next for Cancers? The Knight of Swords is what's going to happen next. So for you guys, I'm seeing some speed picking up in your life. This is you. You're going to be busy. We got the Magician. I don't know if it's going to be with this, but you're going to be busy. Let me see. Tell me more about Cancers. What are they going to be busy with? Them. Ace of Cups. You're going to be busy because they're coming back. Eight of Cups is in reverse. Someone that walked away is coming back. You're going to be busy with this love. And look, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Wands. Going from feeling insecure to feeling very secure. Because look, here they come. Now, surrendering. Now, here they come with the Page of Wands. They come in to say something. Keep in mind, I'm not good with this love stuff. I'm not good with this love stuff. Now, you're going to be looking at them. You're going to be busy. You're going to be listening to them. You're going to be looking at them. What are you going to be thinking? I want to know when they come talk. Because they're going to come and express some feelings. It ain't going to be no big feelings. It may be an apology. But I want to know what you're going to be feeling around this. The King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're going to think that this person is being emotionally manipulative. The King of Cups is in reverse. You're going to think that you're going to be thinking this person is being emotionally manipulative. I wonder why. Why are you going to be feeling like this person is being emotionally manipulative? Toxic lover. It says being taken advantage of, walked over, because they may try to take advantage of something, or no control, possessive, jealousy. Toxic lover. What happens with this? Just goes south. What happens? See, here comes your perception. See, you're going to see something that's going to make you think that they're being emotionally manipulative. What's their intentions towards you? Tell me this Page of Cups. I don't know, something about you, you're looking at them not really believing them because of some sort of perception. You have a perception. Look, introspection. They've looked within. We got insecure, looking in the mirror. They looked in the mirror. Again, something about a perception and what you may perceive them as a toxic lover. That's what I'm getting here. You perceive them as a toxic lover, but actually, and maybe because they're coming in as a page or they were emotionally manipulative, you may not be believing them. You're going to feel stressed out. Because I feel like I'm going back and forth. Like either they're the King of Cups in reverse or the Page of Cups. This is going to stress you out. And we got the Strength card. And there go that disturbance. I'm still not understanding Cancer's perspective around this apology. And why is it stressing them out so much? Because I know you're perceiving them as a toxic lover. Spiritual connection. That's why it's stressing you out. Because this is probably something you want to walk away from. But even though you may be seeing them as this Page of Cups, well, you're going to see them as the King of Cups in reverse. But there's still something about you feeling connected to them. But the overall energy is insecure. They're not making you feel secure enough to trust them. Clarify the spiritual connection. Look, see, new beginnings. This Ace of Cups. This new beginning with them is causing you to drown underwater. But then you got here happy times. Can I trust this? Look, here go that marriage again. Tell me what's challenging Cancers with this. What else is challenging Cancers with this? Them making the effort. So what's going to challenge you is that this person is going to be romantic. They're going to be loving, passionate, making the effort, in love. So look, receiving secret love, like the future. The future looks bright here. The future looks bright, but you don't believe it. You don't believe it. Anything else? They're going to maybe give you some sort of gift. And look, I love you. So why are they showing up as a page? Because that's a lot. It seems like they're coming in with a lot. So what? Because you don't trust them to be able to be the king. Yeah, see, moving forward together. I don't understand why are they showing up as the page? See, fake. Fake numbers are unknown. The unknown is what's going to bother you. That's why. I feel as though you're going to see them as the page and the unknown, because what you experienced with them was the page. So you can't unsee what you experienced. So in your mind, which is fair, I still see you as the page because of what happened. They're going to have to prove themselves. And that's the only way you're going to know that this is not fake and real, this spiritual connection. Because like I said, you're watching readings thinking that they're lying, or thinking that it's just not your story or not true, or whatever the case you may be thinking. You need some sort of tangible proof, or you need to see some sort of like behavior change with them in order to trust this. Because there's a part of you, because again, your perception of them is a toxic lover, because they came in as this King of Cups in reverse and this page, and it's like you can't unsee what you experience with them. It's like, I want to move forward with you. I want to believe that this is a spiritual connection, but this has just been too toxic for me. I can't unsee what I experienced. But I'm seeing I love you, and I'm seeing moving forward together. What's going to happen with Cancers when it comes to this person? I want to know why you in the Queen of Wands. See, war, self-sabotage, anger, heated. That's why you're in the Queen of Wands. You're heated. And then we got here, because you know what? Advanced spiritual ability. See, there was some sort of spell work. Messing with your mind. I told y'all it's messing with your mind. Advanced spiritual ability, spell work, is messing with your mind. And you need time. Yep, see, you need to heal. And it's going to take you time to repair and heal after that experience. Yeah, see, how are you going to believe them? Their loyalty, being devoted, protective, and best friend. Otherwise, you're going to walk away. Because again, see, back to the past. You're going to go back mental-wise, memory-wise, to what you experienced in the past. And it says you mirror each other. All right, y'all. Catch you all later. Bye.